In this lesson, we're going to round off numbers to nearest 100. Right? How do we do that? When rounding off to the nearest 100, look at the hundredths digit. Like we have this number here, which one is the 100? It's the 8, right? And then what we do, we check the digit to the right of the hundredths digit. In this case, it is 7. And then 7 is more than 5. So what we do, we increase the hundredths digit by 1 and make the last digits to be 0. We are going to increase 8 by 1 and then the last two digits we make them 0. So it's going to be 567,900. Okay, and then if we have a number like this one, the hundredths digit is 7, but the number to the right of it, or the digit to the right of it, is less than 5. So 2 is less than 5, meaning that 7 does not change. It remains the same. The hundredths digit remains the same, and the last digit becomes 0. So it's 465,700. Okay, that's what it is. So that's how we round off to nearest 100. All right, you may try these 3 questions before I give you the solutions. Round off these numbers to nearest 100. Right, let's do this together. So the number which is 100 here is a 3. Then the number next to it is what? Is 2. So 2 is less than 5, meaning that 3 will remain the same. So 3 is not changing, and then these two numbers will become zeros. So it becomes 7,857,300. Let's check this one. The digit which is 100 here is 1, and then the number to the right of it is 7, which is greater than 5, meaning that this digit 1 must be increased by 1, so it becomes 2, and then these two numbers become zeros, so it becomes 6,525,200. Right, the number which is 100 here is a 9, and then the number next to it is an 8. Oh, this one we have to be careful here. So if we increase 9 by 1, it becomes 10. So what do we do? So it has to come to the left to this number. So it means this number will become what? A 2. Then this one becomes a 0. It's like 19 here. Just say like 19 plus 1 becomes 20. Something like that. So we're saying add this one becomes a 10. Add the 1 to this one becomes a 2 there. And then these two numbers become zeros. The 8 and the 5, they become zeros. So it becomes 2,012,000. The above steps, these steps that we have talked about, rounding off to nearest 10, remember in the previous tutorial, and then rounding off to nearest 100. These steps can be used in other powers of 10, like rounding off to nearest 1,000, rounding off to the nearest 10,000, rounding off to the nearest 100,000, and so on. Right, let's try to use what we have learned to round off these numbers. We're going to round off this number to the nearest 1,000, to the nearest 10,000, to the nearest 100,000, and to the nearest a million. Let's start with the nearest 1,001. 7,857,327 to the nearest 1,000. A number which is 1,000 is this 7 here. Then the number to the right of it, or the digit to the right of it, is 3. It's meaning that 7 will remain the same because 3 is less than 5. So it becomes 7,857,000, and then these three numbers become zeros, like that. So it's 7,857,000. Right? To the nearest 10,000, we have 7,857,327. To the nearest 10,000, the number which is a 10,000 here is this 5. Then the number next to it, to the right of it, is 7, which is greater than 5. So this number 5 will increase by 1 and become 6. And then the rest of the numbers become zeros. So it's 7,860,000. All right, this number to the nearest 100,000. The number which is 100,000 is the 8. So the digit to the right of it is 5. Since it is 5, this number 8 will go up by 1, will increase by 1, becomes 9. So it's 7, 9, and then the rest of the numbers become zeros. So it's 7,900,000. Right, let's round off this number to nearest a million. 7857 327. The number which is a million here is the 7. Then the number to the right of it is 8, meaning that this 7 must increase by 1 and become an 8. And then the rest of the numbers become zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, which is 8 million. This is how we round off numbers to the nearest powers of 10.